Now let's work directly on the tail. The idea is that I will teach you the process that we will use to improve the appearance of the central tail. And there will be a time lapse where I will do the same with the other two tails. But in your case you will apply what you learned with the first tail for the other two. So let's start. The first thing is to hide what we don't need. And we are going to improve a little the curvature of the tail. We need it to look much more even. And with a more or less similar thickness. Well, here it's getting better. And the idea here, it will be with the standard brush to extend a little more the line of the tail, generating a lump here. As you see, it looks better this way, and it looks more believable that the tail is coming out or is at least part of the column. Let's give them some more subdivisions. We are going to make a hole here. And we are going to fix this part here that I had not even seen that it had this error. I insist that you have to see the character from all possible angles. You never know when to fix something with the match something else. Well, the idea is that this line, let's fuse it slightly until it disappears. Something like what we have here. Let's fix this curving more. Well, let's check that there is no irregularities. We could make the part here a little wider at the beginning of the tail. And if this is the case, we will modify the geometry a little. On this side, we will sync it. We will generate a low relief in this area. I choose the wrong brush. Okay, done. Here we see a fall. This is fine so that it doesn't look totally straight. And if we want, we can do the same at the top. In this case, we will add geometry and soften. But here we will try not to look so lift. Okay, below we remove geometry, and in the top we add more, to try that the tail takes a form like this. Finally, we will do some subdivisions. We can do this in the fifth subdivision without problem. Soften these imperfections, and for example, with the brush edge polish, we can arrange these types of tips in case the smoothness or the smooth doesn't work properly. Do not overdo it in case of this type of imperfections appears, because with the work that we are going to do, before continuing with the face, we are going to eliminate this type of things. Let's help geometry behave much better. Well, I think that's fine. That is, it works fine. What we are going to do is that what we did to this tail, we will apply it to the other two. Basically, there are three things. First, to organize the general form, to start the tail a little wider. Second, remove imperfections in case they appear. For example, the tips, we saw that they were not sufficiently softened after converting it to zero measure. And third, we will remove some geometry in the lower part of the tail, and we will add a bit of geometry at the top of the tail to generate this curve. The next video is going to be the time lapse of how I did the other two tails, and in the following video we are going to take direct charge of working on the gloves of the characters. See you in the next video.